Okay, now we're on your About page, and we're going to edit this page. This is Visual Composer. This is what's used to create your pages. So, on all your pages, except for the home page, you're going to have two sections like this. These are columns. Your About page and your Contact page are basically the same format. So I'm just going to show you how to do your About page. Contact page is going to work the same way. So you go to Image. So we're just going to change this as your text, and this is the image. So we're going to swap out the image. So you hover over the image, you see this green pencil, you click on it. And you get this pop-up. There's the thumbnail of the image that's currently being used on this page. If you click over here, it's going to take you to your media library. This is where all your images are stored. You'll notice there's some extra ones that came with the theme I used. Don't worry about those. Okay, this is important. The images on your About and your Contact page must be 600 pixels wide. They can be as high as you want, but they must be 600 pixels wide. So you're going to need an image editing program like Photoshop. I'm sure you probably have something because you're a photographer. And notice the size too. When you're making images for the internet, there's going to be a fine balance between size and quality. So take a look at what I've done for your images. Look at the sizes. Look at the size, the file size, and you're going to want something around there. Keep in mind, you might be tempted to make really big images just because they might look a little better because you're a photographer, but the bigger the images, the slower the page loading time is, and therefore, if the site takes too long to load, people may not even wait for them. So this is very important. So if you want to change the image to a different one, you just click on another image you want and click on Set Image. And there it is. Then you would hit Save Changes, and now that image is saved. So you can see the thumbnail changed. Okay, let's say we want to put a completely different image up there. You want to upload one that's not currently in your media library. Same process. Hover over the green pencil, get the pop-up, click on the green button there, and this time you're going to go to Upload Files. And this is pretty self-explanatory. Select Files. Just go to wherever your files are kept. This is currently the movies I'm working on right now. Grab a picture and hit Choose and then Set Image. So let's get it out of that. So that's how you swap out your images. Okay, let's say you want to change your text. Again, same thing. Hover over this area, you get your green pencil, you click on it. This is your text box. Don't worry about anything else in any of these. Okay, as you can see, this is all your text right here. Now you've got two options. The easiest one would just be to go ahead and highlight and type something right here. And it'll change it. That's in the visual section. But what you might want to get used to, just to be safe, is going to the text section. Now this is where you see the actual code. Now I don't want you to concern yourself with learning code unless you want to, or you don't have to. Okay, but as you can see, these are the HTML tags right here, which you may or may not know. But what you want to do is just highlight the text in between or whatever you want to change. Hello, let's change that to hi. Hi and welcome to Ivey Butler Photography. Put that back. Well, just leave it there for now. Okay, the reason why is sometimes in the visual section, when you're highlighting something and you change it, it'll actually change the code in the text section. So to be safe, you just want to go back here, make sure that you're not editing any HTML tags, for instance, in between one of these and one of these is going to be the actual content. Same up here in between this one and this one is the content. So this is really the safe way to do it. That way you know that you're not actually changing any of the code, which you can accidentally do in visual. Just be careful when you're up here. And when you've made your changes, hit Save Changes, and then you go ahead and hit Update. Now I'm live right now, so I'm not going to do it because that'll actually change your site. But you just go ahead and click Update. It's going to make the changes live, and then you can go and visit it and see that it's done. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and do it so you can see it. So let's go ahead and hit Update. Now I've got your website open in another tab. Let's just go ahead and hit refresh. Oops. And let's go to the About page. And you can see that the picture's changed and the word hi is there. So, here's something else you can notice too. If you go to Screen Options, and you've got this choice right here, Revisions. This is something nice to learn. So, Screen Options and Revisions. Now you notice that it's made all the revisions. So let's say that you made a change and you don't like what you did, it doesn't look right, and you want to change it back. You can go back to your revisions, and I can see that the last revision I made on this was 19 hours ago. So that's the original one that you approved. So what I can do is I can click on this, and it'll ask me if I want to store that vision. I'm going to say yes. And then if you notice that all your pictures are back. And the picture is back the way it was. I'm sorry, I was just checking it to make sure. The picture is back the way it was, and hello is back. And again, anytime you make a change and you want it to save live, you always have to hit the update button. So we've reverted back to an earlier state, and we're going to hit update again. Okay, now we're going to go back over to the actual website, and we're going to refresh, and then we're going to go to the About page. And you can see that your picture is back and the word hello is back. So it's very forgiving. You can make some mistakes, and as long as you have revisions checked, you can go back and restore it back to an earlier revision.